Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate your interest as well as the attention of my colleagues as I speak on House Resolution 616, which recognizes January as Human Trafficking Month in Pennsylvania. Colleagues, it wouldn't surprise me if when you just heard me mention human trafficking, you thought about a problem that occurs in far-off countries, countries in which liberty and freedom are not revered as they are here at home. But that's not the case. Human trafficking is now a global epidemic, and it's one of the fastest growing crimes in the world, estimated to be a $32 billion industry that makes it second only to the illegal drug industry. Human trafficking is occurring in the United States, in our Commonwealth, in the cities, counties, and small towns that we represent. It is a dark, little discussed industry, but it's basically modern-day slavery. 50% of the victims are children, 80% of the victims are women. The average age of a victim is 12 to 14 years old. 12 to 14 years old. In the past 2 decades, commercial sexual exploitation has grown. The victims are estimated to be in the millions worldwide. Mr. Speaker, the timing for House Resolution 616 is no coincidence. As we look ahead to plans this weekend for Super Bowl weekend to be played in our neighboring state, we see an event that is just ripe for this type of horrific activity. The large crowd, the partying, the transient customers, and basically an overindulgent atmosphere will make the Super Bowl a magnet for sex trafficking. In fact, in 2011, when Arlington, Texas hosted the Super Bowl, their state attorney general, Greg Abbott, said that the game was known as the single largest human trafficking incident in the United States. Despite the efforts of federal and local law enforcement, of task forces, of mandatory training in our emergency rooms to ensure recognition of victimization, children will be sexually abused in our neighboring state this coming weekend. It is our responsibility, colleagues, morally and constitutionally, to protect the victims of this insidious crime. We must recognize that it occurs at home and that our children are being preyed upon and groomed by predators. It's imperative that we all learn more about this crime, realize that it's on the rise, and that it does happen here at home. We cannot stop this practice with the passage of legislation, but we can begin to educate ourselves and those we serve and raise awareness. I thank you for your affirmative vote on this, and I thank you, Mr. Speaker, for your time.